Dyson Sphere Program, and once again I'm trying to work out my conveyor belts. I'm failing. So I think I'm just going to move everything along one to make it easier. So I will be doing missiles very shortly. But first I wanted to add in logistics vessels into my little marketplace. And I'm just hooking that up. Although, as you can see from my lovely empty conveyor belts, I do have some supply issues further down the line. But I'm hoping those will sort themselves out with time. There we go. And then I just need processors, which are coming from here. Okay. So yeah, I do have turbines and titanium alloy coming in, which I set up last time, but the rates aren't that great. But what I really want to focus on is these guys here, which currently have lots of nice warning signs because they don't have any ammo. But my plan is to fix that. Okay, that's just a grid line. I thought it was something else that I missed over there. Oh, hey, no. That's not allowed. Go away. Right, I shall deal with them first. No sneaking little bases onto my planet. That's forbidden. Okay, I just want to see what I've got. I've got some copper there. I think I'm going to need iron as well. And apparently I have no iron anywhere nearby. Okay, fair enough. That is a problem that I can sort out. So I need to check if I have... Okay, I have some drones in my hangar, I think they call it. And then I need to make a geothermal thingamabob, which is not under technologies, it's under replicator. Geothermal power station, which I need some copper for. Okie doke. I should have plenty of copper hiding over in this chest here, hopefully. Well, not exactly plenty, but enough. Enough for what I need. Okay, so let's get that queued up. Oh, apparently I just have materials to make stuff. I didn't actually have everything I need. So I will also be trying to put down some more shields. Yeah, these little guys have already got a one of these things down, so they can actually make raiders. But hopefully it won't take me too long to take that out. Pew pew. You are dying. Okay. Destroyed. Now I can put my geothermal power plant on there. Thank you for the free power. Connect that up to the grid so it's actually doing something. There we go. Okay, I don't know when they snuck that down there. I have been doing a little bit of expanding. I didn't see any warning pop up. So if I just mount it, yeah, I added a few more turbine factories in, which are slowly chugging away. And then that meant I had to add some more iron production in. And then I also messed around with my market a little bit. So I've increased my super mag ring production over here. And also, yeah, just added in the logistics vessels as well. Okay, so yeah, that's dealt with, and it's definitely easier to deal with them before they get a proper foothold on the planet. But back to what I was trying to do, which is make some missiles. So I'm going to work backwards. I think I'm going to set up here because it's close to where I'm putting all of my missile towers, and there's also nothing else around here because we had that great big dark fog base there. So what I'm planning to do is build the advanced or the supersonic missile set first, because I already have quite a few of these, just normal missile sets. So I can be converting those into the supersonic missile sets whilst I actually work on building a factory to make them, mass produce them. So plastic. Yuck. That's annoying. Hello and goodbye. Oh, okay. First day of Eid. Tired, hungry, and sleepy. Well, you get some rest, and then... Are you allowed to eat now? I thought it was when the sun goes down. Maybe the sun hasn't gone down yet. But it's like midnight where you are, isn't it? But yes, thank you for dropping by. And I hope you feel better tomorrow. Get acclimatized. I am also very warm because it's currently a heat wave in the UK. But probably not as warm as it is in Pakistan. Okay. I don't think I need like a super large factory to do this because the attacks are going to come in waves. So I don't think I'm going to need like too much mass production. What way did I put my conveyor belt is the next question, I guess. Okay, comes in from this direction. That's what I figured. I'm feeling indecisive, apparently. Yeah, let's put our main output there. And then this is going to be making the supersonic missile sets. Processors, I can probably route from that little unit there. And just drag them all the way over. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I don't know how the coverage of this little missile array is going to be like. So it might be that I need to set some off at other parts of my planet. Silly grid lines getting in my way. So I'm going to leave myself a little bit of room so that I can route them off to a logistics station if I need to. Yeah, because the missile sets are... they have multiple charges. Is that the right word? Maybe? Multiple uses per missile set. They've got 24 shots each, so I'm hoping I don't need a super high production for that. Okay, so these thrusters I also need to make over here for something else. So I'm wondering if I need a dedicated thing set up for them, or if I can just bring those across as well. I'm hoping that basically time will be on my side for this. So instead of having a massive factory, I can just, yeah, route stuff that I've already got across. Okay. It would be really nice if I could loop that steel around. But I think that's gonna be annoying. Guess I can put a splitter in here. Yeah, sorry about my throat. It is a little bit croaky today. I shall be blaming the weather for that one. And also, I need to remember to drink lots, because it is, as I said, pretty hot here. Okay, so let's grab some steel. I can take that out there. I wonder if at some point I'll need to increase my steel production here. But, I mean, that one is fully backed up. So, I guess we're doing alright for the time being. I can double check after I've finished playing around here. And then I'm going to take these processors. And also drag a line of those out from here. And then the last thing I needed... Wait, what was I getting the steel for? I think the steel is actually for these thrusters. So I don't need the steel over there. I need the steel somewhere else. Before I go making stuff, let's just check that I don't need steel. No. Okay. Change of plan. Delete that. And then, oh, okay. That's snuck underneath. That's fine. Okay, so I need to get some steel vaguely over in that direction. I do have a line of steel coming out here. You can see. Probably be useful to take it down here where that copper is. So I might grab it from there maybe. So I just delete what I did over here. Always useful. That's not connecting properly. There we go. And then grab all the steel off of here and grab all those processors off the top one, because I shall make this my thrusters eventually. Come on. Yep. I don't know if there's a quick way to empty off a conveyor belt. If there is, I can't remember. Can't remember it. Okay, processors going on their merry way. And then I want to add in something for steel up here on top of this one. I think I'm actually low on splitters, if I remember correctly. Check my logistics. Yeah, I'm down to, oops, 5 splitters. Well, I'm definitely making them. There we go. Okay. Just trying to work out what route I'm going to take out of here. Okay, for a start, I need this raised up. Yep, that looks like it's good level. That's going to clash if I put it there, but going across like that is fine. Okay, so now I have some steel coming out. And then I need thrusters, which I can turn into these logistic drones and also send off to my supersonic missile sets. So that's good. Then I guess I need to make these engines at some point as well. But I'll worry about that later, because I do have a little factory for the drones somewhere in my world. I was wondering why there's such a distance there. I need to key some more research as well soon. But yeah. First up, see what I'm doing here. Okay, so from this line, I only need the processors. Okay. And I also want to be sending logistics stuff back that way. Okay, I needed iron. So yeah, this is going to be my logistics drone. The processors are literally right there, so why wouldn't I just carry them along? And you can have that. And then just gonna cough for a little while. Get some iron coming along as well. Is this gonna work? Maybe. And then my thrusters can go next door, because then I don't think I want to feed them directly in, actually, because that tends to lead to trouble where the machines don't actually get fed properly. Are you going to cause me issues if I put you there? Okay, I don't think anything else needed steel. Okay, we're gonna get janky with conveyor belts again, I think. There's my thruster. So I'm gonna run the copper line along this way. Okay, that works. Because I need that for some of the other stuff as well. So copper can go in there. And then the steel I'm going to run alongside. That's sensible. Okay. That's surprisingly working. As is that. Didn't expect that to go so smoothly. Right. So that's my thrusters being generated, or would be if they had any power. Okay. I'll just stick that there, I guess. And then I'm going to try and put the output conveyor belt along here. So it sort of weaves its way through. Yeah, perfect. And then an output there and in... Why can't I input on this little bend? That's what I want to do. Why do you have to be awkward? Go away, conveyor belt. No, it really doesn't want to connect. What if I delete that and then put it back later? Okay, well, the deleting part worked. Whether the putting it back later part will work or not remains to be seen. Okay, that seems to have done it. So it is connected. Clearly not working as intended, but if I can make it happen, then it's good enough for me. Okay, can't quite do that way. Yep. And then I want that to connect to there. Okay. So yeah, we're getting thrusters going in there. Not the rate that it needs it, but that's fine. I don't use a whole lot of these at the moment. And then I just want to delete you. And then if we get any overflow, maybe we don't. It might just all get eaten up here until this is full, which it should be fairly soon, I guess. Okay. So now I've got processors and a singular thruster, which will possibly disappear after I update the conveyor belt and add more onto it. And we'll just run some tracks along to my supersonic missiles. So the other thing I'm going to need is some oil. Yeah, so I've got an oil seep. A few oil seeps there. Although I'm wondering if I just want to expand my other plastic production or set it up so that I could take some overflow from it. Because it's... Oil production is one of those annoying things. So I'd rather kind of have it all going in the same location. Rather than have two places where I'm producing producing oil products. Oh, we've got two thrusters now. Exciting stuff. Okay, and this is decided to go in a completely different direction. Fair enough. Yep, that works. Okay, so processors, thrusters, and I can destroy that. And then the explosive units, which is what I need the plastic and the sulfuric acid for. Oh, I should probably put an output on that as well. Because otherwise, when I start making missiles, they're just all going to get eaten up by the storage. And let's just give myself a little space in case I pick up some missiles accidentally. Okay, time to have another drink. Right, time to have a look at my plastic production, I think. So the sulfuric acid, I'm just gonna fly in. Because that's coming all the way over here to this logistics station here. That one? Yep, that one. So I'll set up a little planetary logistics spot for that. How am I doing? So my steel is coming through. I had to increase iron production. Okay, so what do I have here? That's organic crystal. Just needs all that. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe I move this back one. And then... yeah, we do have some level of overflow plastic going on here. Don't know in actuality how much plastic that's going to generate. Because, yeah, it's only the one at the end that has product overflow. But let's give it a try. Again, probably don't need to mass produce this. Now just wait for my conveyor belt to clear. I'm going to get all the materials when I destroy that. So That's the thing that's going to happen. I'm sure oh, yeah, that's not going to be good. Okay, so I need to put that down without any sorters on it. And then this requires, oh, just the fuel actually. But I'm also going to have a new output line here. So that is now going to be plastic out. Plastic out, fuel in, plastic into there. Okay. So that one should start running again, and then these have eaten up everything. Okay, that's somewhat annoying. Gotta put it down without my sorters because they're clashing. Okay. Output. Input. Is that, yeah, that didn't line up. Okay, so I do have to move this fuel input then. There we go. That sort of works. It's not pretty, but it does sort of work. There we go. Now my inventory is going to be full of a load of junk. Oh, and hey, there's a power pole in the middle there. You're going to have to go. There we go. Can't have you get in the line of in the way of my conveyor belt. Okay, and then I just need my final input. There we go. So everything should be rolling again. And I can fill these in. Can I fill these in? Yeah, I've picked up some plastic, but not as much as I thought I would have actually. Okay, fair enough. And then, yep, this one on the end here. Are you gonna fit? Yeah. Okay. Okay, what am I doing here? You can get destroyed. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this with why is my throat like this? I'm going to do this with a sorter so that I can set priority. Not sure if it's a good idea to prioritize making science over making defenses for my planet, but I guess I will learn if that's a good idea at some point. Okay, but yeah, for the moment that's getting priority, and then I should be able to set this up for plastic. There you are. Oh yeah, I guess I could actually just use that output, which means I could have put the splitter placed here. Never mind. I will file that under things I'm not going to worry about. Okay, this also means... Wait, that's not what I meant to click on. Well, I do need to have a look at research. Yeah, when I get the... I thought there was another... No, there's not another organic crystal recipe. It's just you can collect it, as it says there, from organic crystal veins. So yeah, when I find some of those, I can actually just delete this row and have all of this plastic going to other jobs. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna fill up very slowly. But that's okay. Hopefully I won't need massive amounts of it just yet. I did also just think of something to do, and that was queuing up more research. Okay. So let's have a little look at technologies. Yeah, the launch silo I'm not too worried about, because I feel like I need to have a way of dealing with the hive before I go and do that. Because I'm assuming building an actual Dyson Sphere is going to anger the hive quite a bit. Okay, so I have actually unlocked that now. What's this? Quantum entanglement. Quantum chemical plant. Do you like an upgrade? So yeah, I'm putting the green science ahead of most of the other stuff, just because that'll be useful. The plane filter, I don't actually have the resources to make that at the moment, because it needs this unipolar magnet, which is ages away. And then there's another missile set, which I probably should have considered when I was setting up this current missile thing, but too late now. I've already put it down, and even though I've only put one thing down, I still don't want to move it. Does it? Okay, so nothing I've keyed yet needs the gravity matrix, which is good, because I don't actually have any of that. And then let's have a look. That needs gravity matrix. We unlocked the drive engine that we needed to do warp flight. So that's good. Yeah, probably another distribution range. Again, I'm not too worried about research speed because I don't... I'm not really producing my science at a speed that I need to add extra to that. Space fleet expansion. Okay, that might be useful at some point. Okay, that's cheap. So let's improve our planetary shield, because I think that's going to be the next thing that's helpful. Okay, and I can increase the height of my matrix labs. Not that I think I'm going to need to, but that may be useful in the future. Okay, so yeah, I've got some logistics drains being made down here. How many processors? Yeah, I don't have that many processors actually. Just thinking I might steal these and then it can work through materials. And then, yeah, I've got my... Oh, not that many actually. What if you run out of engines? Okay. Which are coming in here. How many logistics drains do I have? Quite a few. Okay, let's not worry about those for now. So yeah, I've got some missile sets in here. And then I should have more over in this direction. So I can send those along. Does this... Yeah, this does need those as well, so I should probably get those sent along soonish. And what I also want to do is free up space. Actually, I might as well just put down a new planetary logistics station, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I think that's going to copy the settings, but I don't mind that too much, actually. Oh, don't, no, stop it. Yeah, I've clear settings, clear settings, clear settings. I don't actually want to send any of that stuff over here. Okay, so at the moment, I am just going to have plastic. That's what I'm going to have. I don't need 5,000 plastic. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get 5,000 plastic. At least not at this stage. Okay, let's just have 100 and we're going to receive those. Yep, and we are actually getting some sent over, which is good. And then we're going to send the normal missile sets, and eventually that will be replaced with a factory that makes them, but I don't think I'll actually need that factory for quite a while. Yeah, let's pick something. Okay. Take this conveyor belt. And then the final thing I need is the upgraded explosive unit. This little guy. Oh, it's just called the explosive unit. So yeah, I do have a load of these initial level explosive thingies. Right, to change my mind about where I want that to come in. So if you could just go over this way, that would be quite handy. And then I can have my explosive units coming along on that line there. Okay, so I'm making some of them over in this direction. Yeah, I need to have a little look at my power grid as well. That's not a power grid. Neither is that. What are you doing? There we go, because I want to put down a couple more shield generators. Okay, so that's currently feeding that, which I can just destroy. I'm not sure I'm going to need that many. I'm just going to see if I've got any coal over here. Oh, really? No. It's like barren wasteland. Okay, that coal is already being sent over. So I think for the time being, I'm going to leave these here and put them in to this planetary logistics station. So you can be, yep, combustible units. Oh, I guess I could just use this line here. There we go. So I shall put this saucer back on. I guess what I could also do is run that around there. Then we got a little input-output going. Okay, what are you out of? Oh, you're just full. That's fine. Okay, so I've got some combustible units ready to be sent over. And then I will be using those in 2 places eventually. Okay, I also want to dump off this random ammo that I've picked up along the way. I'd love to dump off some of that junk as well. And like the random stone and everything like that I've got going on. I actually have... Yeah, I do have stone output here. Just have 2 of those. Yeah, this fuel and stuff I'm never going to get rid of. It's just too annoying. It's going to clutter my inventory forever. But anyway, let's stop complaining. And queue up some combustible units. And again, I don't want too many of these. Receive those, please. And then I needed sulfuric acid as well. So plastic sulfuric acid. Again, don't need a ton of sulfuric acid. Now I've got 1 spare slot. Just in case. Also, don't know why, but I do have backache, so that's fun. Right. I'll give myself a little more space than I usually do, and this is going to be my... Wait. Why can I not pick that? What are you made in, little explosive unit? Chemical facility, there we go. Okay, fine. I shall put down a chemical facility then. Yep, there we go. Crystal explosive unit. Yeah, I can't make those yet. Well, theoretically I could, but I don't need to. Let's get rid of some of these. I guess I could get rid of them in here as well. Yep, there we go. Okay, and then the plastic and sulfuric acid are both coming out of here. Plastic. Sulfuric acid. Ugh. What I should have done is in which it needed more of. Yeah, I've got these the wrong way around because the material it needs more of is traveling further along the conveyor belt, which is suboptimal. Okay, that is running along the ground. It just looks weird. Okay, sulfuric acid can be put away. Plastic. Yep, plastic can be put away. There we go. Okay. And then some power would be useful. And it needs, yeah, it needs a line of combustible units as well. Okay. It's just I manually stacked some in there before. There we go. Okay. Output, input. And we shall actually start making, very slowly, some supersonic missile sets. So that's good. Okay, what I might do is swap that for the combustible unit. Although actually... yeah, I don't want to do that. I want that to be the combustible unit. And then this can go back to being plastic. Yeah, everything's going to get a little bit messed up. And then this can be sulfuric acid. I think it will update as soon as I've actually moved the... yeah, as soon as I move the items out, it updates. Okay, I'm assuming that's run out of sulfuric acid now. So I'm going to have to clear off some of this stuff so that everything starts flowing again. Right, sulfuric acid. Oh, it doesn't really matter what you take from there, because eventually it will actually have all the right stuff in it. Okay, let's steal this plastic. And these missile sets. Okay, that is actually plastic, right. Why don't I have any sulfuric acid then? I should have plenty. Do I have that set to something weird? I need to go and check my logistics station. Okay, get in there, plastic. I don't want you in the way. Okay, let's see what's going wrong with my sulfuric acid, because I was sure that was pretty stocked up. Would help if I flew in the right direction as well. I feel like I should have some sort of marker. Okay, let's just pick up some of this random junk and dump off some of that random junk. Oh, that's actually kind of handy. Right. And then I can see what's going wrong over here. Local provider. Yes. Ah, we don't have any logistics drains. And somehow I've managed to put 11 in them in there, even though it can only take 10. So that's interesting. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Right. Diamonds, which apparently I can't actually put down there. Oh well, I guess they're going back in the junk chest then. Unless I dig a depot down here. Maybe I'll do that. Just get them out of the way. So at some point I'll be replacing production with kimberlite ore. So I don't really need spare diamonds knocking around. There we go. Okay, so that should now be delivering. Why do I keep thinking tab will open my inventory? It just doesn't. Okay. So yeah, should be getting delivery of sulfuric acid now. Oh, you're not hooked up to anything. That's interesting. My turbine factory does need a lot of iron. So I've been having a little bit of supply issues there. Okay, that is running now, which is great news. And then I can pick all of these up and dump them in there, which is also great news. And then I need to make normal missiles. I think. Although we've just got so many at the moment that I might do something else for a little while. Because I'm assuming we still have, like, yeah, still got over 1,000 of these. So that's not going to run out anytime soon. Okay, so that's slowly filling up, and then yep, these guys are also slowly filling up, and they should all be set. Yeah, they're all expecting attacks from space. That's good. Do you have a little bit of plastic? It's nice as well. So what I wanted to check also is this Corvette, which will probably get destroyed quite quickly, because if it's the low level stuff, it might die horribly. Okay, that's interesting looking at the materials. So I should probably be able to add that over in my little super mag ring area. Because I've got these pink things coming in. Particle containers, I believe they're called. So if I could get these over here, then I'd basically have everything that I need. I don't know if I should add a depot for these guys. Possibly. But then all my thrusters will start being used up elsewhere. I shall call that a problem for another day. And just put down the depot and hope for the best. Okay, so you're gonna output there. Means that's gonna start eating thrusters again, but I think things should be fine for the time being. Okay, so let's just double check what my Corvette needed. So the reinforced thrusters, the pink things. Okay, I was hoping that I could sneak in here, but I'm not sure how I get the pink stuff in here. Maybe I could do it like that. What else did it need as well? Okay, Corvette. Stuff processors, right? Can I actually pick up processors? Not like that. Okay. I'm gonna have to move this so that I can get processors from here. Collide with another object. Okay, that's this conveyor belt here. And this conveyor belt, I think I can make it go lower quicker. Maybe I can? Okay, I think that's worked. You could actually connect, that would be great. Okay, so I've got my processors going in, and then I need this titanium alloy going in, and then I need the thrusters going in as well. Then I need to get pink stuff, which I can probably messily bring out here. Yep, the vertical conveyor belts really have made this a lot easier to compact stuff. Because before you had to have a proper amount of distance to actually drop it down to the ground, whereas now it's like one pile basically. Looks pretty janky, but it works, so that's all I need from it. Okay, so we're gonna start making Corvettes. I don't know if I can add these into the defense things. I guess that would be the next thing to test out. Let's not make too many of these either. There we go. Okay. We have made our first Corvette. That's pretty exciting. Not as exciting as the next level up. Which is that like... I want to say it's a destroyer. Yes, it's a destroyer. Okay. So I need my gravity matrix before I can queue that up. What do I need to make that as well? Okay. I need that frame stuff, which I can't be bothered to make yet, but it's not actually that bad to make. Let's have a little look at it. Or maybe it is that bad to make. Yep, ignore me. It's terrible. I hate it. Okay. Space. The final frontier. Oh, I did actually pick up some of these. So yeah, let's stick those in. Do, do, do. So yep, I don't know when they activate. I'm hoping they don't just randomly activate if I'm flying past some dark hive. I'm assuming it will just be when they come down to attack that would trigger. Okay. So I did want to put a couple more planetary shields down. Yeah, I don't know if there's any sort of optimal spacing here, because they seem to cover, if I can actually zoom out. Oh, come on, zoom out. Maybe yeah, I had to go into map mode instead. So yeah, that will like blob out there. But yeah, the actual shield generators seem to cover quite a large area, but you need to have 80 down for maximum coverage. Maybe it's just like the dark or the more intense blue that's like properly covered. So maybe this area here isn't actually covered by the shield. I don't know. Either way, I need 80 of these little guys to be put up eventually. So I guess I'll just stick them around and hope for the best, and then once I put most of them down I can check if there's any gaps. Okay, what's wrong with you? You've run out of plastic. Okay. That's alright, my plastic production is very slow. Next question is, do these just pick up? Okay, so that's picked up 5. That's got 4. That's empty. Okay, yeah, so they all seem to stack up to 5. And then it moves on to the next one. Okay, and then I should still have like thousands of these. Yep, we've still got over 1,000, so I'm not too worried about that. So I think I'm not gonna set up the basic missile production because I've already got so many of those in storage. I'll have a little look at what the plastic is doing over here. If I remember where my base is. Let's put another shield generator as well. While I'm out and about. Defenses, shield generator. There we go. Oh, okay. I'm glad I came here to check because this was pretty... Well, I don't know if it was pretty full, but it definitely had some deuterium in it, and now it has none, so... I think it might be time to add in some more of these. And then after I've done that, I might call it for the day. Considering that it's very hot and being on my computer is not helping the situation. But yeah, I was just going to have a quick look at plastic before I fiddle around with those. Yeah, it's just not. We don't get a lot of overflow apparently. So I should probably try and squeeze in another facility. Can I do that? Collide with another object. Collide with another object. Probably. If I move that there, then I can destroy those, and I should be able to add in another factory here for plastic. Yep. And I need to put down Alpo, of course. There we go. Okay, so having said that I'm not going to put down... I don't care about my plastic production. I've decided I do care about plastic production. Okay, that's not getting enough fuel. I can remedy that here. I think it will eventually because the other ones aren't running out. Let's get rid of the water as well. Yeah, I'm just going to try and clear out some junk from my inventory while I can. Yep, you can have some of that. Okay. Yeah, I might as well just leave that. Okay, so my plastic trouble should be solved. Hopefully. Yeah, I just want to check that it is getting plastic quick enough. Yeah, just about. Okay, and then I was going to add in some more fractionators. Because my power is running off of deuterium, so I definitely don't want to be running low. And yeah, you can see machines are not getting enough. Okay. Just checking that my pile sorter was actually doing something. Why does this not appear to line up? Okay, apparently I put version 1 down before. Oh, and that didn't want to work. Yeah, I don't think I need a pile. An automatic piler there. Fractionator. Okay, yeah, that was for a different planet, I believe. Like the actual M3 planet that I've got on my other world. So I'm pretty sure that is the one that I used, but I've also got Fractionator version 2, which presumably should be, oops, somewhat upgraded. But I don't know why it didn't want to let me put it down, because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, this seems to be slightly more compact, because it's not got the power sorter in the middle. And then I need to make a couple more fractionators. Hopefully I have the materials on me. I don't have glass on me. Okay. Let's go grab some glass then. Why do I have an empty conveyor belt? Okay, that was the hydrogen. I might just leave that there though, because at some point I might take that oil down along this line and join it up to whatever is going on over here. Okay, let's delete you though. Okay. Yep, oil is flowing. I think when that gets down to 0.1, I'll just bury that vein. But for now, it's back to the market to pick up some glass, which I should have plenty of in here. Yep. This one I do actually have plenty of from my dark fog harvesting days. Okay. I think I needed... Yeah, I need 7 of those. Oh no, I need 6 fractionators. And 1 pile sorter. Which I don't believe I'm making anywhere. I don't even know what the materials are. So I make them so infrequently. Yeah, let's just make one of those cogs. That's fine. Okay, and then I can fly back, and then I just need to link everything up. Okay, got some weirdness going on over here. Can I get this to connect? Yes, that's terrible. Okay. Yeah, that's my height difference causing issues over there. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually going to let me. Take anything off of that. So let's go up and over instead. Okay, and now my hydrogen. Okay, it's backing up eventually. Just needed to fill up the machines. Okay, that's good. So now I should have, well, I should have doubled my deuterium production. So I guess I can check my stats and see if that leaves me in good standing. If I can remember how to spell deuterium, which I can't. Okay, production rate is now above, although that's for the last 10 minutes. Okay, looking at that, I'm saying it should be fine now, hopefully. And yeah, I was producing these slow, but hopefully now that I've got more deuterium coming in, that issue will solve itself as well. Okay, so bit of a short session today, but I am baking. So I'm going to leave it here for today. And then I should be back on Monday with a stream. Apologies for last Monday. Well, yeah, this previous Monday. But bank holiday interfered with my normal streaming schedule. Okay, why do I... Okay, yeah, it's fine. Just checking my random iron belt over there, but it does actually link up to something. Okay, yeah, I should just give a quick thanks for watching, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Bye!